News 5 tonight, the countdown to Christmas is on, and many of us still shopping for those gifts online.
News 5 Investigates, though, discovered some merchandise sold through big box retailers like Walmart are actually coming from third-party companies, and that can be a hassle if you need to return that item for a refund.
Chief investigative reporter Eric Ross in studio tonight with an important consumer alert. Eric.
Rob and Elizabeth, good evening. Thousands of gifts and everyday household items can be found on Walmart.com. But our investigation discovered big box retailers allow third-party sellers to list their products on its site. Now, getting the product isn't necessarily the problem. It's the process of getting a refund that proved problematic for one Canyon City woman. That was until we got involved. Pamela Brown recently bought this laptop computer from Walmart.com. The $200 price tag appealed to her.
Well, even though it was refurbished, a 2018 model, it looked like it had a lot of features with it.
But after using it for a couple of days, it just didn't meet her expectations.
I kept it for about a week, testing it out, and it got slower and slower.
She decided to return it to her local Canyon City Walmart, and that's where she discovered the return process wasn't going to be as easy as she had hoped.
She said they would ship it back to the third-party seller, and there was no refund given to me on that day. And I said, well, what happens if they don't refund my money? And she says, we're not responsible for that.
Even though the laptop was sold through Walmart.com, it actually came from AMI Ventures Incorporated, a third-party vendor in Texas.
We don't know who the other third-party sellers are. We don't know much about them. I did, after all this fiasco, I did check into that third-party seller, and they had terrible reviews.
A 1.2 star on Google, but Pamela was more concerned about her refund than the negative reviews. After the Walmart store sent the laptop back, she waited for her refund, and when it didn't come, she contacted News 5 Investigates for help.
I just tried to have confidence in the Walmart.com name, and I didn't think I was going to have too much trouble with it, if I had to return it.
Although the company never issued us a written statement on the situation, Pamela received a full refund a couple of days after our inquiry.
To get this kind of help, it's really good. And I appreciate it a great deal. I do.
Pamela says she decided to speak up to encourage others to do their research when shopping online, even if they are visiting a big box retailer's website. Rob and Elizabeth.
So is there an easy way to tell if you're buying from a third-party seller when you're shopping at like a Walmart.com?
That's the difficult part. No, some sites are easier to navigate than others, but there's no one-size-fits-all answer here. As we walk back to our smartboard, I'll show you as we pull up Walmart.com's website. So this is the laptop that Pamela was interested in purchasing. And as you could see on the right-hand side here, it says sold and shipped by AMI Ventures Incorporated. However, when you click on the specs, basically, the third-party seller disappears. In that case, what you need to do is scroll down to the bottom, and you may find another disclaimer similar like this, where there'll be some language that says, for example, manufacturers, suppliers, and others provide what you see here, and we have not verified it. That should be the key red flag to let you know that the product you're ordering is not directly coming from Walmart. So keep that in mind when you're shopping online. Rob and Elizabeth?
Good to know, Eric. Thank you. And as always, if you have a problem or issue you'd like Chief Investigative Reporter Eric Ross to look into, call our tip line anytime or send an email to news5investigates@koaa.com.